Welcome, thrill seekers. Today we're diving into the spine-chilling world of haunted destinations. We're talking about those places where the veil between our world and the spectral plane wears thin. You know, the kind of places that make you question if you really heard a whisper, or if it was just the wind. Or get ready for some spooky stories and eerie experiences. We're about to embark on a journey to some of the most actively haunted places on Earth, where the spirits of the past refuse to rest. Our first stop is none other than the Tower of London, a fortress steeped in centuries of history and bloodshed. This isn't just some tourist trap, folks. This place has seen it all. We're talking imprisonments, executions, torture, you name it, it happened here. They say the energy of these events lingers, manifesting as ghostly apparitions. Now, I'm not saying I believe in ghosts, but I'm not ruling them out either. One of the most famous residents, Anne Boleyn, the second wife of Henry VIII. Beheaded in 1536, her ghostly figure has been spotted near the Queen's house, often on the anniversary of her execution. And let's not forget the two young princes who mysteriously vanished within these walls. Some say their childish laughter can still be heard echoing through the halls. Next up on our spooky road trip is the Stanley Hotel in Colorado. You know, the hotel that inspired Stephen King's terrifying novel. And let me tell you, the real-life stories are just as creepy as the book. King himself stayed in room 217, a room notorious for its paranormal activity. He even reported seeing a ghostly child in the hallway. Guests have reported disembodied voices, lights flickering on and off, and the sound of children playing in the dead of night. Could it be the ghosts of former guests who checked in but never checked out? Or maybe it's just the wind playing tricks on our minds. Chapter 3. The Catacombs of Paris, 6 million skeletons and you. Now we're going underground, deep beneath the streets of Paris, to the catacombs. Picture this, miles and miles of tunnels home to the skeletal remains of over 6 million Parisians. Yeah, you heard that right, 6 million. The sheer number of bodies is enough to send chills down your spine. Now imagine wandering through those tunnels in near darkness, the silence broken only by the drip, drip, drip of water. Some visitors claim to have felt a presence following them, while others have reported seeing shadowy figures lurking in the darkness. Is it just their imagination running wild? Or is there something more sinister at play? Chapter 4. Eastern State Penitentiary, Solitary Confinement and Solitary Spirits. Our next stop takes us to Philadelphia, to the imposing Eastern State Penitentiary. This place was once home to some of America's most notorious criminals, like Al Capone. Imagine the despair, the anger, and the anguish that seeped into the very walls of this place. It's no wonder many believe those emotions have manifested as restless spirits. Visitors and paranormal investigators have reported disembodied whispers, shadowy figures appearing in cell blocks, and even full-bodied apparitions of former inmates. Chapter 5. The Queen Mary. If these decks could talk, they'd scream. Last but not least, we set sail on the legendary Queen Mary, a majestic ocean liner docked in Long Beach, California. This grand old ship has a long and storied past, but it's also a hotbed of paranormal activity. From unexplained noises and cold spots to full-bodied apparitions, the Queen Mary has it all. One of the most haunted areas is said to be the first-class swimming pool, where the ghost of a young girl who drowned is said to still play. And then there's the story of the sailor who died in a tragic accident in the ship's engine room. Some say you can still hear his ghostly cries for help echoing through the ship. So there you have it, folks. 5 of the most haunted destinations in the world. Would you ever visit one of these haunted places? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the paranormal and whether you're brave enough to spend a night in one of these spooky spots. Personally, I think I'll stick to my comfy bed. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and visit vakaiandstay.com for the best travel deals. And remember, sometimes the scariest things are the stories we tell ourselves in the dark.